Okay, so what if there was like a real game changer in the works for Parkinson's treatment?
Oh, wow.
That's what we're going to dive into today.
Yeah.
We're talking about this collaboration, right, between Cellex Technologies,
Heard.
Aspen Neuroscience.
Yeah, they're doing some really interesting stuff.
Yeah, so Cellex, they're all about automation, and Aspen's on the cutting edge of this whole personalized regenerative medicine thing.
It's a cool partnership for sure. Combining their strengths could really shake things up.
Okay, so big picture.
Yeah.
What makes this collaboration such a big deal?
So imagine you're trying to create a personalized treatment using the patient's own cells, right?
Okay. Yeah.
It's incredibly complex, really delicate process. And up until now, it's been largely manual,
Oh, wow.
which means it's slow, expensive, and really hard to scale up.
That makes sense. So how's this collaboration going to, like, change that?
So they're focusing on automating a really critical part, producing those personalized cell replacement therapies. Aspen already has this groundbreaking tech using something called iPSCs induced pluripotent stem cells. And CellX, they've developed a platform that could streamline how those therapies are actually made.
Okay, I've heard of iPSCs, but
Mhm.
can you break down, like, what makes them so revolutionary, especially for something like Parkinson's?
Absolutely. Think of iPSCs like cellular blank slates, right?
Okay.
They're made by taking the patient's own cell, could be skin cells, for example, and reprogramming them back into like a stem cell-like state. And the key here is that these iPSCs can then become any type of cell in the body, including those specific neurons that are lost in Parkinson's.
Wow. So instead of like a one-size-fits-all treatment, we could be talking about therapies that are literally tailored to each patient.
Exactly. And using a patient's own cells really minimizes the risk of rejection, which is huge.
Right.
It's a major hurdle for more traditional therapies.
That makes a lot of sense.
This is really a whole new frontier in personalized medicine.
It's pretty remarkable. You mentioned CellX's platform, Celligent.
Yeah.
It sounds like something out of Star Trek, honestly. What can you tell us about it?
It's pretty cutting edge stuff. It uses robotics, advanced imaging, and even AI to automate the process of like sorting, selecting, even processing these cells with
Wow.
incredible precision.
So it's like having a robotic lab assistant,
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
one that can handle all the like tedious, complicated stuff.
Exactly.
So the scientists can focus on the bigger picture.
Exactly. But it's not even just about convenience, right?
Right.
This level of automation brings some major advantages in terms of efficiency and consistency.
Okay, what kind of advantages are we talking about?
Well, for one thing, manual cell processing, it's very prone to human error. It's like trying to find,
A needle in a haystack.
the needle in a haystack, yeah, every time.
Every single time.
Yeah.
So is Celligent like having one of those, like a high-powered magnet or something?
Yeah, so I can just pull that needle right out.
Right out.
But even more than that, it can do it consistently, batch after batch. And that level of reproducibility, critical for developing therapies that are both safe and effective, right? You're dealing with a patient's health here. You can't afford to have inconsistencies in the treatment.
Absolutely. So we're talking faster production times, lower costs, more reliable product.
Yeah, exactly. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Celligent also uses something called adaptive process control.
Okay, I got to be honest. That sounds a little intimidating. Can you break that down?
Sure.
What does that even mean?
Basically, it means the platform is constantly learning and refining its own processes.
Oh, wow.
So imagine it analyzing thousands of data points in real time,
Okay.
identifying these subtle patterns, and then making micro adjustments to optimize, cell growth or purity.
Wow.
It's like having a cell therapy manufacturing process that literally gets smarter with experience.
That is incredible. That's amazing.
It's really cool.
It's like a self-optimizing factory for cell therapy.
Mm-hmm.
What are the broader implications of that kind of technology?
Yeah, the possibilities they're pretty mind-blowing. If
Yeah.
we can really fine-tune these therapies and personalize them, and if we can produce them more efficiently and at scale, it really opens up this whole new world of treatment options. And not just for Parkinson's, but for a whole range of diseases.
It's exciting to think about.
Yeah.
But let's maybe shift gears just a bit here and talk about what this actually means for, like, people living with Parkinson's right now. What kind of impact could this have on their lives?
Well, for a lot of Parkinson's patients, the hope is that these personalized cell therapies, they could really help to restore lost function, and improve their quality of life. Imagine being able to actually treat the underlying cause of the disease rather than just managing the symptom.
Yeah, that's That's huge. That's something that wasn't even, like, on the radar just a few years ago.
Exactly. This is a huge leap forward for regenerative medicine. But it's important to remember we're still in the early stages here.
Of course, there's still a long road ahead
Yeah.
before these therapies are, widely available.
Yeah. I mean, clinical trials take time. And they're always challenges and uncertainties, especially when you're pushing the boundaries of science like this.
Right.
But the potential here, it's undeniable.
Absolutely. Even just the possibility of, personalized treatment options.
Right.
It's a huge source of hope for patients and for families, of course,
Yeah.
who are affected by Parkinson's.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to note this isn't just about Parkinson's, this kind of collaboration. It could be a model for developing personalized treatments for other neurodegenerative diseases too,
Yeah.
like Alzheimer's, Huntington's, ALS.
So we're potentially talking about like a totally fundamental shift in how we even approach these diseases.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just offering these one-size-fits-all treatments, we could be moving toward this era of precision medicine, where therapies are tailored to each individual's, unique genetic makeup, their disease progression.
That's a future I'm excited to see unfold.
Me too. And it's these kinds of collaborations, they're helping to create that future by bringing together these, these bright minds from different disciplines, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with technology and innovation.
Yeah, this partnership between Celligent and Aspen Neuroscience, it's clearly a big step in the right direction. But I'm curious, what other potential applications do you see for this type of technology? I mean, it feels like we're on the verge of something huge here.
It's an exciting time for sure.
Like a whole new era in medicine
Really.
where treatments aren't just, more effective, but like truly personalized
Right.
to each individual person.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal, moving away from this like one-size-fits-all approach and
Right.
towards these therapies that are, as unique as the people they're designed to help.
And I think what's so cool about this particular collaboration is that it's not just talk.
Right.
They're actually like building the tools.
Building it.
Yeah, the technologies to make this vision a reality.
Exactly. It's not just theoretical,
Yeah.
it's like they're out there actually doing it.
It's happening.
Yeah.
And that's what's so exciting about this.
It's really cool.
It's like
yeah.
groundbreaking science meets cutting-edge engineering.
It's like the perfect storm in a good way.
In a good way, exactly. So, okay, for a listener
Yeah.
who's been with us this whole time, what's like the key takeaway here?
I think more than anything, it's a message of hope. For anyone who's been touched by Parkinson's disease, right, or any other neurodegenerative condition, this collaboration, it's a big step forward. And it's a good reminder that even though there are these huge challenges, human ingenuity
Yeah.
and scientific progress,
Yeah.
they can offer real hope for the future.
Absolutely. And, maybe this deep dive, maybe it sparks some curiosity for you, our listener, right, to like explore this world a little bit more, to learn about these advancements that are happening in regenerative medicine, personalized therapy.
Yeah, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's all about, never stopping, always learning, embracing that power of discovery.
I love that.
Who knows what we'll discover next, right?
Exactly. Who knows what breakthroughs are right around the corner.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. And until next time.